Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cop Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic night wherever you are around the world. Tuesday evening, I should say, anyway. But how are we? Hopefully, everyone is good. Of course, Liverpool have just beaten AC Milan by 3-1 in what was, again, yet another comeback from Liverpool. Again, obviously, it was a very tough game. Obviously, coming back off that loss to Nottingham Forest. But what a reaction that was for Liverpool as well. And of course, look, we'll talk a little bit about it. It's only going to be about a 10-15 minute show anyway, guys, because I did say that's how long I would be. But again, what a performance that was. Of course, obviously not the best of starts in the game. Of course, going 1-0 down pretty much, 5 minutes into the game. Obviously, Christian Pulisic making it 1-0 to Milan. Of course, obviously, then that puts then a lot of pressure on Liverpool. But I felt like since that goal went in, I thought Liverpool were by miles the best team on the pitch, I should say. Anyway, and for me, I think Liverpool massively deserved to get the win and more as well. It was, for me at least. I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comments. I thought Liverpool could have got another 2 or 3, obviously to the 3 that we already got. But it was just improving on, again, what we've already seen under Arne Slot, and again, obviously a massive setback from what happened at Forest. But of course, obviously the players again bouncing back off that and able to, of course, do what they did tonight, of course, was very, very good as well. Of course, we'll talk a bit about man of the match as well. So obviously get your comments in quickly, guys, as well. Because like I said, it only could be live for 10-15 minutes anyway. But before I do move on to anything else that we do talk about as well, for me, my man of the match goes to this man, the official man of the match of the night, Ryan Gravenberch. Outstanding performance yet again from Ryan Gravenberch. I'll quickly read out his statistics as well for the night, but just thought overall was absolutely brilliant. Again, was everywhere on the pitch. When we talk about, N'Golo Kante, filling the pitch, for me, Ryan Gravenberch definitely yet again was outstanding for Liverpool in that regard as well. Anyway, but again, looking at it again, completed 90% of his passes, 36 out of 40. Looking at ground duels attempt, again, he won only 3 of his 9 duels, which again is not really great. Didn't win any aerial duels, but again didn't compete with any either. Again, game possession back 7 times, interceptions 6 as well. So again, very, very solid performance from Ryan Gravenberch. For me, I thought he was the best player on the pitch. Obviously him, Ibu as well, I think was up there. Of course, even Cody Gakpo as well. I thought I really, really had a good game as well. But forget about Ryan Gravenberch. Dom Szoboszlai was the key man of the match. Anyway, no, I am kidding. To be fair, guys, it was Ryan Gravenberch. It wasn't Dom Szoboszlai. But in also saying that, mind, like I'm looking at the stats now again. Who scored? Give it to Cody Gakpo in terms of man of the match. But for me, it was Ryan Gravenberch. I thought he ran the show. For me personally, thought he was outstanding. I really do believe he was outstanding throughout the game. I thought, look, from when we conceded, and of course, obviously, Liverpool in the past as well, we've had this type of thing, especially away from home, certainly under Jurgen Klopp in many seasons, where, look at the year that we actually won the Champions League. We didn't win a single away, group game in that sense. I think the only 2 games we did win in the whole campaign was against Bayern Munich and Porto as well, on the way to, of course, win it in Madrid. But what we've seen of Liverpool, again, that was cool, calm, and collected. And that's something where, again, we've been so used to, again, this chaotic style. And of course, we lose our heads in many ways. But again, we gathered ourselves, we regrouped. And again, it was a calm and composed Liverpool team that went on then to win 3-1. And look, it could have been a lot better. Obviously, we did get lucky with, obviously, the set pieces in some sense, because, again, Ibu Konate equalising for Liverpool. Again, his first goal for Liverpool in 2 years, which, again, I didn't really believe it when they were saying it on commentary. But again, him, Virgil van Dijk, as well, stepping up huge on the set pieces. And then Dom Szoboszlai with that, again, obviously it was a tap in. And again, as people would rightfully say against that goalkeeper, that again, I think it was his first competitive game ever, I think, for Milan, sorry. So, look, yeah, of course, you've got to be lucky in that aspect of things. But as Cal said, but they, big win. And it is a big win, because look, we could have definitely dipped, after that goal went in terms of, we could have been 2 or 3 for AC Milan, but they had those 2 chances at the first 5 minutes, and then that was it. Liverpool completely, nullified anything of AC Milan. And look, I know that Rafael Leao does get spoken about very highly in terms of, again, his, his performances, but I thought he was absolutely crap. Again, he was in Trent's back pocket for the majority of the game, and then of course when Tammy Abraham went on the left, wasn't necessarily the case then. But like, I do think Liverpool, again, I think they completely shut out AC Milan, and look, hopefully, this is the start now of maybe bounce back in terms of, again, the Premier League as well, because again, Saturday 3 p.m. is a huge game against Bournemouth to get back on track in the league as well. But a weird start, wasn't even a bad one. Yeah, no, I would agree. I think, look, it was the first 5 minutes. We know Liverpool are traditionally slow, and that's something we do need to improve on in games. But again, it wasn't awful, and it was just all of a sudden one, ball over the top. Again, Costas counter pressing a bit too high. Obviously, Virgil van Dijk then having to step on Costas's space, and then of course that allows then a lot of space in behind, which again, unfortunately, we conceded from. So similar to again how Forest did it in terms of, again, the ball over the top, obviously exposing the space. But again, I think apart from that, those 2 opportunities in the first 5 minutes, I thought Liverpool were very, very good in nullifying, pretty much their attack in that sense anyway. But I'm not going to read that out for God's sake, Cal. Anyway, and just for that, I'm going to take Eboot off the screen. Anyway, there we go. I'm going to put it, for God's sake. Why would you say that? Again, get me in trouble anyway. But of course, the majority, and of course the let me just take off the football on my TV. Obviously, the big majority sense of it, again, it's a great win. Of course, again, it's weird, isn't it, now in the Champions League, because obviously you're now in this mega table. But again, it's a good away win for Liverpool. And look, obviously, hopefully, we can win all the games in the Champions League. That's obviously a massive hope, again, that we don't play, obviously an extra leg in the Champions League this season. So, of course, hopefully Liverpool can, of course, gain some confidence off of this now, and hopefully, we'll take a few things going into the weekend. I think maybe there might be a conversation, potentially, maybe even Cody Gakpo playing at left wing, because, of course, I thought he had a really, really good performance. Obviously, Ryan Gravenberch, McAllister, you'd expect those 2 to start as well. Dom Szoboszlai, again, I thought had a decent game. Again, I'm not going to put him in the man of the match bracket before anybody says anything, but again, I would put him definitely in that conversation anyway, of having a good game as well. But of course, the main positives and the best thing is the fact that, again, no injuries, which again is really, really good. The fact that Liverpool managed to come back as well from AC Milan. Again, the only time AC Milan's beaten Liverpool is that 2007 final, which is a bit annoying. But look, at the end of the day, hopefully, again, this will be the start now of Liverpool, continuing the form off. Because if we beat Forest on the weekend, again, you'd say it's a really, really good start for Arne Slot. But again, going away to AC Milan, of course, they will be absolutely, bouncing for it in the San Siro, which again, you could tell that off the TV. But again, it's a very, very tough team to go to, and Liverpool made it look very comfortable at times as well, which, look, I think for me, again, it's absolutely brilliant. The fact that Liverpool managed to, again, completely nullify their attack after the first 10 minutes, anyway, which was really good. But buy-in of 7+ goals in the UCL, yeah, great, isn't it? AC Milan have fallen off from the real cliff from Cafu. Yeah, no, absolutely, 100% agree with that, Cal. Anyway, but again, if anybody's watching, of course, do let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Like I said, for me, my man of the match goes to Ryan Gravenberch. I thought he was outstanding. Yet again, that's probably now 4 games in a row this season where he has been at a proper level. And I think, look, we've all said that, oh, Liverpool need a DM, and look at the minute, our current DM is doing a really, really good job. At the minute, but look, I think there's definitely shout outs for it. I think him, Ibu, Cody, Sabozlai, you could make a case of as well. But look, I think obviously these players were very, very good in that sense as well. But I do would to a little bit of to be a bit of a critique as well. I think for me, Diogo Jota has to do a lot more in the game. I thought he had a bit of a poor game yet again. That's just my opinion, but of course I could be wrong with that. And Costas as well, for the first goal. Again, I think it was his fault, obviously pressing up a bit too high. But in saying that, maybe he did get an assist, which I can't really fault him for that either. But look, obviously there's positives to take from the game. Obviously a bit of negatives in terms of, again, in terms of individual performances. But look, overall, Liverpool getting 3 points, winning away from to AC Milan. Obviously, Arne Slot, obviously first UCL experience for Liverpool, and of course, it's on his birthday as well. So obviously a good birthday for Arne Slot, anyway, which of course is really, really good, at least anyway. But look, hopefully, again, you guys enjoying the night anyway. But Nicolas says very good performance, important win. Gravenberch man of the match in my opinion. Yeah, I would agree, 100%. Costas made me laugh. The guy kept shooting. Yeah, on his right foot as well, which was kind of weird. To be fair, I don't know why it's a right-footed shot from Costas anyway. But look, that's going to be it from me, guys. Like I said, it is a really short show. Apologies for that. Tomorrow we'll speak a bit more about obviously the game in itself. Of course, 9 p.m. Tomorrow, that will be the show. We're going to talk a bit more about, of course, the Champions League win, get your guys' thoughts and reactions as well. So obviously make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you do like the channel as well, and obviously all the videos and so on as well. But yeah, tomorrow we'll talk more about the Champions League. We'll get your guys' thoughts and reactions in the comments as well. And of course, let me know if you're watching on the repeat as well, your man of the match, your thoughts on Liverpool beating AC Milan. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow for, again, kind of a little bit of a post-match, but again, speaking more about the Champions League game anyway, because again, I did say it'd be 10 minutes, and I've already been 13 minutes by the finishes. So look, I do apologize for the short show, but look, it is 11:15 in the night, and normally we do things a bit earlier. But look, hopefully you guys have a fantastic rest of your evening. I've been calling out from the Cop Council. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Up the Reds, and yeah, see you tomorrow at 9. Ta-ra.